Hey guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Star Ocean 3. Last time we arrived at the depressing village of Arius. And I want to go take a nap. This time, let's hopefully get a little more into the plot so that we don't feel so depressed with this, this depressing music and Debunk City and all that stuff. Anyway, last time we were told to go take a walk, so let's avoid that and go to bed. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. We've already done all the walking around we need to do anyway. And it continues the scene, so I guess resumes the scene. It's kind of weird. They give us a scene in the last episode, and then we get a break, and then we do one thing, we go back to the scene, which is kind of weird. Those footprints, or footsteps, in the background? Or is that just the fire? Ah! So what are you doing watching over us? Nell? Are you thinking something evil? Oh, we get some Japanese flavors in the game. Little bowing action there. A sign of respect. Maybe a thank you for helping, pulling our own weight. Well, Cliff did anyway. Ah, Cliff was awake. Good. Good. Means he's not completely trusting them, but at the same time, that means he's going to kind of have Fate's back in this. I guess he still kind of views himself as Fate's protector until they can get them back to the leader of Quark, which, if you recall, was the original mission that Cliff was on.
Yo, how'd you sleep? Feel any better?
Probably better than sleeping out in the wilderness.
I was probably just worn out.
Glad to hear that. I have a feeling things are gonna get hectic today.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
Why do you say that? How do you know?
Just a hunch.
You and your hunches.
Oh, we know all about those.
Funny guy.
Yup. Cliff is a very funny guy. Anyway, with that being said, no, it's downstairs. Upstairs? No, downstairs. It's one of the rooms on the left, one of the big rooms. I think we go back and talk to them in there again. Anything else I wanted to mention? No, I don't think so. Ah, there we go.
Ah, Lady Claire.
Your guests have
Fate.
arrived.
Cliff.
Without the music, you can hear her voice a little better.
Good morning. Did you sleep well?
Yes, thank you kindly.
I'm glad to hear it. Right, let us begin the negotiations.
All right.
Please, sit anywhere you like.
It's funny that when Nell broke us out of jail...
Where's Nell?
She's...
Hmm?
She had other duties to attend to.
What?
Don't worry. I'm taking over her duties as far as you two are concerned.
But she's got my gear.
Well, all right.
Let's begin.
It was funny, because when Nell broke us out, we had an ultimatum. Now we have negotiations.
Even if you refuse to assist us, I can guarantee your safety. We will have to retain custody of you until we reach the royal city of Aquarius. But you may provide us with your answer at that point.
Hey,
wow,
we got some more
really
time
bending
now.
over backwards to meet us halfway.
Yeah.
Should have heard Nell.
Yeah.
Nell is very frank. Although she is extremely skilled, as I'm sure you have noticed, she tends to be rather inflexible at times. It can be problematic.
I love
know
how
the
she had to
type.
think about the right
mission,
word.
always the mission.
Reminds me of somebody. Well, a lot of people, actually. Pretty much every
To
Balkan.
be honest, I too would like you to work for us, but I realize this is not your war. Our deaths and the life of our country are not in your hands. You need feel no obligation, and we have no right to force you to help.
Now you're making me feel guilty.
There we go.
It is only the truth. At least we thank our blessings you did not fall into Eriglyph's hands.
This is the second time
What do
that
you wanna
Cliff
do?
has made that
Looks like they'll
observation
let
of
us go
somebody.
after we reach Aqueous.
Is something wrong?
No, it's nothing.
A lot of how
If you
Cliff
have any
thinks
questions, I will answer to the best of my abilities.
echoes certain things that I think
Then
as
I'll
well. Maybe
ask.
that's why I find him
What is Nell's new mission?
such an interesting character.
Why would you ask that? She is no longer your concern.
She told us her mission was to take both of us safely to the royal city. How could she just leave us here?
To you, it appears that she has abandoned her mission.
Well, yes. I didn't know her long, but I got the impression that she would never leave a mission incomplete.
Yep, we all got that. Claire, spill the beans. Come on. What's going on here? Why are we missing a character? Claire?
Well,
She went to rescue Tynehaven Farlene, didn't she?
Cliff,
What?
you're an asshole.
Lady Claire, is this true? Why would you think that?
Last night, she came to our room.
Huh? When?
When you were sleeping.
While you were snoring like a babe. I was wondering what she wanted, but all she did was bow and leave without saying a word. I was pretending to be asleep, so I don't think she realized I was watching her.
Oh, yeah.
It makes sense, though, considering the situation. That's probably what you overheard them talking about in Curlsome.
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
true, Claire? I can't believe it.
Yes, it is. She left to rescue Tynehaven and Farlene.
If you knew what she was doing, why didn't you stop her?
Not my
We all
place.
got our missions. Mine's to bring you back to our leader. And I stick
Take
to
me
my
to your
mission.
leader.
But
Fate, think this through.
All right. I will explain.
Think it through, Fate. You can use that.
Around the time you arrived in Curlsome, we received a message from Eriglyph. They told us that the two women are hostages, and they demanded you in exchange. This is not possible, so she went to rescue them.
But all by herself?
That's Nell for you.
Pretty much.
Why didn't she tell us?
Because it's Nell. What do you expect?
Perhaps because the odds of her success are essentially zero. She'll likely walk into an Eriglyph trap.
Well, yeah, it's almost a
tried
guarantee
to
that it's a
stop her.
trap.
There was no way. Nell would never abandon those who work for her.
She pretends to be all business, but she's the type that can't let go.
Very emotional, too, which is the side we
At
never
any
got
rate,
to see
that
of
is
her.
our situation. Please do not worry about Nell. We must hurry on to Aqueous. Although this is a relatively safe area, nowhere is completely safe.
Where'd they demand it take place?
Why do you want to know that?
Why do you
I can't let
think?
her do this. Her life is more valuable than that. Do people think the only way to end this war is to throw away their own lives? I'm going after Nell. I have a few words to say to her.
Determination
All
music.
right, Fate. I was waiting for you to say that.
Yep.
I cannot allow this. Nell told us of your skills, but this enemy is too strong, even for you.
Don't worry about us. I don't know what she told you, but we can fend for ourselves. Besides, if he gets riled up like this, Fate can get even nastier than Nell. He's the most stubborn, hardcore kid around.
In that case, I'll send some soldiers.
No need.
No.
We'll just be asking for them to spot us if we march in there with an army. We'll be
True.
more maneuverable in small numbers. And I doubt you can spare the guards, given your situation.
That's true, but
Nell trusted us. You should too.
How
Claire,
come this isn't
Where are
Cliff's
they bringing
game?
the hostages to
Why
trade?
isn't this his story? Square, you have this issue recently.
it was originally constructed as a
PS2
training
and onward. Who the hell
Ex-
is the hero of the story?
It's also the base of the Heavy Cavalry Black Brigade, one of Ire Hills' 3 military units.
Oh yeah,
How do
heard
we
about
get there?
those.
Return to Krosa, then follow the road from the south gate of the city and you'll find it. I think you'll get there faster if you avoid the mountain road you took before and take the south gate from Arias. Head across the wilderness and enter Krosa from that direction.
Basically to give us another area to explore.
Are we in this together?
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Fate, in a lot of ways, he...
Please, wait a
I can't
minute.
believe I'm going to say this. I'll wait till they stop talking because I'm going to have to explain myself.
Be very careful. Their lives are in your hands.
Leave it to us.
Don't worry, we'll bring them home. Forgive me if I give Nell a good smack for this.
It's oddly enough that... Actually, no, I can't remember if that's true or not. No, it probably isn't. I think she's blonde. Never mind, I'm off topic. Anyway, Fate kind of acts the same way that Titus does. It's Titus, not Titus, not Titus. It's Titus in Final Fantasy X. Now, hold on. I don't hate Fate. In fact, I don't even hate Titus. But what Fate and Titus both do, and to another extent, if you want to look at Final Fantasy XII, what the hell's the name of the main character in that game again? Vaughn. They all, even though it's not their story that we're really following, in a sense, what we get is they are the lens that we see the world through. You know, if Cliff were to go through this situation without Fate, he crash lands here, he has to get here without Fate. He would make the alliances necessary, he would get there very fast, there wouldn't be a lot of him deliberating. Cliff would go, he would get done what he needed to get done to get out without hurting too many people and get the hell out of town before anything went down. But in this case, he's the bodyguard for Fate, so we're following Fate around, which is why as soon as Fate agreed to do this, Cliff immediately backed him because one, it's his mission to protect him, and two, that's kind of the most logical path. That, and I think Cliff has a decent amount of respect for Nell as a person, and, you know, as a fighter and all that. Anyway, there's a lot you could go in to explain it. Titus is very much the same way in Final Fantasy X. He's a lens to view the world and not really anything else. Titus has his own connection to the story. Fate has his connection to the story here, which is more so than Titus gets. More so than Vaughn gets in 12. And yeah, so Fate is more than just a lens, but right now that's kind of the literary function that he's fulfilling.
Let's hurry. She left last night. We've got a ways to go to catch up.
That's true.
Right.
Hopefully we don't have any more issues with Fate falling flat on his face. I didn't want to run in there. Okay. Get as much of the map kind of cleared out as we go. Now, if I recall, the Ire Hills. There are 6 items in this area. Not that I remember where they are. This is pretty much a world map area, so I'll explore this off screen and then I'll show you collecting the treasures in a moment. Okay, we got 97% here, and oddly enough, this area actually doesn't require you to collect all that much compared to what's available. As you'll see momentarily, there's still plenty of area left that I could explore, and I'll of course meet you back at the start now. Okay, we're back again. I just wanted to show you that I got, you know, what I was supposed to get from doing this one, which is another 1/44 scale bunny, which of course somehow makes it easier for me to accomplish things, I guess because it's so small, but anyway, there's that, and we have a new enemy here.
Bring it on!
This guy is fast. Be careful with him. because he's kind of annoying. And the doggies we've seen before. They're nothing to deal with. No! You're just gonna give me money. What's wrong with you, Cliff? Anyway, off-screen, I fought a couple of battles that I didn't want to, but people would get out of the way, so I learned Taunt for Fate when he leveled up there. And now Cliff gets critical hit HP, which I think I will put on him. Where does that thing go? There it is. Still might as well. You know what? I'd almost prefer that one, but I don't have enough for it. So, oh well. Even if I take off... Oh no. Wait a minute. Let's take that off. That off. Then I can put that on. Cool. Let's see, what do we got here? Did I put anything else interesting on you? No, not particularly. Now, Taunt is actually... I learned Taunt. Where is it? Game? Okay. It said I learned Taunt. I can't remember where Taunt is located. Oh, it's a skill they don't explain. Next time I get into a battle, I'll show you. But yeah, it's something that they don't show you that you have access to, but you do, and it's something I almost never use, so... Anyway, there's 6 items in this rather large area, considering it only has 6 items. We have some of the same enemies as we've seen before, such as... And I think we've already seen this guy as well. I actually got a copper idol from stupid, whatever, the nobleman guy in that one. Let's see here. Where else can I go? I think I've explored most of the treasure over there. Got that one. Did I get the one in here? Okay, there's one in there. What's the one I was thinking of? There, I did get that one. Okay, so... kill a couple of more guys here off screen. Okay, I decided to go clear a bunch more of the enemies off so I wouldn't have to start, keep cutting things out all the time. There's one enemy that I left in because he's still, well, 2 enemies I left in that are still available at this point in the game. But while I was doing that, I leveled up to level 15 with Fate, which means I just broke the game. Yes, you get the second, if not the best skill in the game at level 15. Don't believe me? Let's see, 4 CP, 20 Fury cost, HP cost not important. Sidekick, 30 HP cost, yeah, not important. 10 Fury cost, 2 CP. It hits multiple times, allows you to dodge at the same time, and does a crap ton of damage. This is basically the way I'm going to kill all the remaining bosses in the game. Well, not all of them. A whole bunch of them for the vast majority of the game until I learn some better skills like late game. It uses a little more fury in the end there, but it's even less than that. It doesn't do much more damage, but we're not too worried about that. Might as well throw critical hit on there since I'm not doing anything else. Yeah, so I just got this critical hit HP and I've only fought like maybe 4 or 5 battles and I've already got a mastery of 10 on it, so definitely good to do that. I forgot to put yours back on. And yeah, I went and changed a bunch of things. I screwed up something, so I had to go back and reload. Anyway, there we go. That's better. So anyway, now that we've got that, you may also notice that I am missing a bunch of HP, and that's because I keep using battle skills. As you may have noticed here, Charge has quite a few uses on it, as does Hammer of Might. I've been using those quite a bit. And yeah, you want to use them, but you kind of want to hold back a little bit once we go through the final area that we're going to after we reach Curlsaw, because we don't have Nell heal us anymore. And, well, we'll need it, so I'll just put it like that for now. The upcoming area isn't as easy as we've had it up until now. Here we get some blackberries, those are nice. Always use more blackberries. And we keep going over here, so that's 3 items, right? And here, aha! hidden item in there. Now, when we get up this far, there starts to be a whole bunch more. What's the other item here? No, there's... Oh, there it is. I knew there was one around here somewhere. There we go, compounding elixirs. Woohoo! Alright. Do be careful when you get up this far. You'll see this guy here on his horse. These are guards that they've placed here, Eriglyph, and they're not only powerful, but they also have a relatively high chance of breaking your combo meter. So you have to be aware of that, and don't want that to happen. If you don't have a combo going at the moment, fight them because they give a little more experience, but not too much. And after that battle, Cliff leveled up and learned Electric Fists, which aren't nearly as good as Sidekick, but still somewhat useful. I'm probably going to throw those on short range. Oh, wait, maybe not. Those use quite little fury. It's a continuous attack. He gets a lot of these throughout the game. Electric Fist isn't really his best one. I tend to use Hammer of Might because it puts him at a range and allows him to disrupt a lot of enemies because Hammer of Might hits a wide area. I'll see if I can show this one off here. Let's take off that and let's throw it on that one there. Might as well throw Standby Healing back on. We'll test it out and see if it's going to be useful. And if it is, then maybe I'll arrange a new setup with it. If not, then I won't worry about it. But I kind of do need to heal there. Started using Sidekick too much already. There we go. That'll work. Blueberry each. Now this guy is new. I don't think we've run into him yet. So let's hit him here. And let's see here. I want to be able to hit somebody with Sidekick. Well, that's one Sidekick. Basically, the way Sidekick works is he does what you're able to do by using the directional pad. It does a sidestep and then hits him, I think, 4 times with a kick. And it not only does it do more damage than charge for a less cost to pretty much everything, except for HP, it, CP and all that jazz, it's actually quite useful. So there's only one enemy left. He's actually kind of annoying, so, screw it. Let's fight him. Nah, not that one. Let's fight the one by the gate. There we go. So yeah, these guys have a very high chance of breaking your gauge. So let's... Yeah, they probably pretty close there. So Sidekick. Sidekick. Let's see if we can get a spam going here. No, probably not. Oh well. But basically, yeah, he jumps around the field and hits them over and over and over again. Not as only is it a good way to dodge, but it's very fast acting, leaves very little amount of time for him to be hit. And yeah, so very, very useful skill. I highly recommend it. It's the way that it'll become quite easy to get the defeat boss in under such and such a time battle trophies. And yeah. So anyway, now that we've done that, we've gotten ourselves back here, and we've opened up a new exit down there. But of course, I need to rest up first. Also need to stock up on some extra blueberries and blackberries for the upcoming area, since again, I don't have a healer. And yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. So yeah, let's get all that stuff prepped up, and I'll see you guys next time.